Hello there. Today I'm going to show you how to make a stem and leaf plot. A stem and leaf plot takes your data and puts it into place values like your tens in ones place to organize your data in a different way. Stem and leaf plots were invented by this man, John Tukey, in 1972. He found that the stem and leaf plot is a valuable tool in exploratory data analysis since it displays the relative density and the shape of the data. Therefore, it's an alternative to a dot plot and what we're going to learn in the future, histograms and box plots. We can see here, make a stem and leaf plot for the points scored by 12 basketball players. So here's our data on the right. We can see that we have all these different kids. You can see all their points are scored here. First thing you want to do is order the numbers from least to greatest. So let's start off by doing, and then 3, and then 5, 6, and then let's see the numbers in tens. 10, 14, 19, 23, 23, 26, and then 31 and 55. All right, so just double check to make sure you have all your numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're good to go. So to make your stem and leaf plot, your stems are your tens place. So we can start off by looking at our lowest number. That's a 2. All right. It doesn't have a tens place, so our lowest stem is going to be 0. So when we make our stem and leaf, you make your T chart. So it looks like this. Okay. This is your stems. And here are your leaves. You can just write leaf. So your stems is your tens place. So our lowest number is 2, so our stem starts at 0. And our highest number is 55. Well, 5 is in the tens place, so we have to go all the way up to 5. So we're going to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then we start making our leaves, and our leaves are our ones place. So our leaves for our 0 stem, that's every single digit number. Look, it's 2, 3, 5, 6. So you write them just in order like that. 2, 3, 5, 6. All right. 10, 14, 19. Now we're in the 1 stem, so everything in the teens. So since this is a 10, you write 0, 14, so you write 4, and then 9. I'm trying to line up the numbers. You can see how I have them underneath each other there. And then we have numbers in the 20s. So we have a 23, a 23, and a 26. So since there's 2 23s, you will write 3, 3, 6. One number in the 30s, it's 31, so you write a 1. Okay, there's no numbers in the 40s, but you can't skip the stem. So that will show a gap in your data. And then you have a 55. Okay, and then the last step is to make a key. Because if someone's reading this and they don't know anything about stem and leaf plots, they're going to look at this and see a bunch of gibberish. So to make a key, you write key, and you can choose any number from your stem and leaf. Okay, so let's say I want to use this 23, the 2 and the 3. So you make like a little mini version of your stem and leaf with a 2 and a 3. And to whoever's reading it, they now know that that 2 with 3 means 23. Okay, to read this stem and leaf plot, we notice that our stems go from 0 to 5, meaning that goes from the 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. So how many players scored less than 20 points? Well, that means less than 20 points. That means anything in our 0 stem and our 1 stem. So you count up the leaves inside those. You can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 players who scored less than 20 points. How many players scored at least 30 points? Well, at least 30 points, that means 30 or greater. So we have our 3, our 4, and our 5 stem because that's our 30s, our 40s, and the 50s. We count up our leaves, 1, 2. So we only had 2 players score at least 30 points. Describe the distribution. Well, since we have most people scoring less than 20 and only a few people scoring more than 30, our distribution isn't super equal. I would say most of our data is on the lower end. So you could say low, and let's see, I would say it's about, where do you think the middle might be in our data? I would say, I think 14. So about 14 points. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to your dot plot and take the data from column A. So make sure you have everything in column A highlighted, and you can either right click or control C, copy it. Go over to your tab where it says stem and leaf and just paste it into this column A. So that just gives you your data again. So starting on C1, I'm going to write my stems here, and then in D1, I'm going to write my leaf. And I see my lowest number is 4, which would be a stem of 0, and my highest number is 36. So I'm going to go from 0 to 3. So 1, 2, 3, because I had my data was in the 10s, 20s, and 30s. Then you start doing your leaves. 4, and then to get over to this side, you want to hit tab. So you can hit tab to hit 5, and then I have a bunch of 6s. Tab 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? And I can go back over. Far away. 1, 2. There we go. And then my teens, 12, 12, 14, so 2. Tab, I don't like to enter. And my 20s, so 0, 0, 4, 4, 4. And then 32, 35, 36, so 2, tab 5, tab 6. Looks kind of hard to read right now. So what you want to do is set up your boundary, kind of like our line in our stem and leaf. So what you can do is highlight your stems. All right, and see right here it says border, click border. You want the border on the right side to draw your line. So you see how that line pops up? I made it red, I like red, and then you want to probably make it as thick as possible. So I'm going to go with that one. Okay, so there's your stem and leaf, and don't forget you need your key. So you can write your key in any space you want. My leaves went pretty far over to the right there, so let me move this over a little bit. So there we go. So I'm actually just going to do my key right here. So I'm going to write key. And then I'm going to write, I can choose any of my stems. So let's say I want to do the one where it's 14. So I write 1, 4. Highlight this cell, border to the right. Make it as thick as possible, any color you want. And then you can say equals 14. All right, and there's how you make your stem and leaf. You can also just shorten all these if you want to. If you want to knock these down, take a look. Something like this. If you want that border going across the top, you can highlight all the ones going across here, border again, and then just border on the bottom. To analyze this, we can start noticing that our stems, my highest stem was in my 0 stem. So most people have between 0 and 10 rolls of toilet paper. So I'm going to just write that down in my notes. Most people have 0 to 10 rolls. I don't have any gaps here. And my data here is kind of evenly spread out here, but obviously the best thing my stem and leaf plot shows us here is this, the most people have 0 to 10 rolls. So that's a quick analysis of your data. All right, so now you are all set to make your stem and leaf plot. So first you're going to do some practice on Khan Academy, and then you'll go to your stat study and start making your stem and leaf plot. Good luck.